Hello, you guys. How many of you guys have heard about COVID-19 or the flu? By show of hands. All right. So many of you may already know the flu because the flu has been around for some years now. And COVID-19 have just came about recently last year in China. The virus have just become discovered and it hit the world. It took the world by total shock. Now, these two viruses lately have in the media kind of when the COVID-19 first came about has kind of been compared. Some people say COVID-19 is like the flu and some people may say it's not like the flu. But these two do compare in some ways and then they differ in various ways. They compare and differ within the symptoms they give may give a person, or they compare or differ within the mortality rate and within the cure, within how to cure them. Some of the symptoms for the flu may consist of runny nose, fevers, body aches, chills, sore throat, coughing, diarrhea. With COVID, the flu, the symptoms are the same as well as the flu. They may also call them flu-like symptoms, but something that is very different from those symptoms is the shortness of breath that it causes, or the having a hard time breathing. So to match up the two, the flu, it can spread from one person to another person, versus COVID, it can spread from one person to another person possibly, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. The mortality rate for the two, the flu mortality rate is 0.1%, according to the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. And for COVID, the mortality rate is 19%, according to the World Health Organization. Now, the recovery period for both of them are slightly different. The flu, it takes up to 5 to 6 days, versus COVID-19, it takes up to 7, well, not up to, it takes 7 to 14 days. And based on CDC's numbers this year for the hospital rate of hospitalizations, flu is 2% and COVID is 20%. Now let's talk about who this virus infects. COVID virus infects everybody, but particularly it affects senior citizens and people with severe illness diseases, such as lung diseases, heart diseases, kidney diseases, diabetes, you name it. It can affect them severely. The flu, it can affect anybody. Young babies, small kids, adults, it can affect anybody. But the flu mostly affects children more than they affect the adults. Now, you can recover from the flu at home. You can, take a nap. You can drink plenty of fluids to flush out your system. Versus COVID-19, you can be in quarantine for about 7 days, stay at home. But if the cases are severe, which causes you just start to have like hard breathing, shortness of breath, then it's suggested that you go to the hospital, and then that's when your treatment will escalate to you having to possibly be on a ventilator for a little over 14 days, according to the CDCR. Now, both of these viruses are alike within the symptoms, but they may differ within the symptoms, and their mortality rates are different. They differ within the mortality rate and how vastly they could cause death And also within the process of curing ones from either virus. Viruses are known to be deadly diseases. Viruses are known to be deadly killers, and often it's slightly killers as well. But it's up to us to listen to our bodies, to stay up to speed with what's going on with these viruses. And if we see or feel any type of drastic change within ourselves, seek medical attention. Thank you.